Hey lovely sexy people, welcome to today's video. So we've received our next delivery for Stormbringer, so that's 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to be looking at issue 11, but we also received a heat changing mug, which kind of looks like this. Now I'm a little bit disappointed, my girlfriend's a little bit disappointed because this obviously has not taken. There's a spot here which is a little bit naff. Let me stick the kettle on. And we'll hopefully be able to see the pictures. Issue 11. Let's get into this. There's our plastic. We'll look at that in a mo. Right. So, Stormbringer, Battle Games of the Age of Sigmar. Beast-Skewer Killbow. And that looks awesome. You know, yeah. I mean, I'm not collecting the Cruel Boys, my other half is, so she's quite pumped to get this. Right, so straight in we've got Realm of Beasts number 2 for our red section D, Knights Excelsior, Zechian Cults, Siege of XxxX, Kragnos. Even the seers of XxxX could not predict the coming of Kragnos. Kragnos is an ancient warlord, worshipped as a god by some and feared as a destroyer by others. He is a mighty and brutish creature, and thus he is followed by many of those who fight for destruction. After being awakened from an arcane prison, after years of slumber, Kragnos gathered a horde of Aurochs, Gargants and Grots to his side, winning them over with feats of incredible violence. Kragnos saw XxxX as a hateful symbol of civilization in a realm he wished to remain wild forever, and so he set about trying to destroy it. We then have the data, well, it's not the information card, I suppose, for the Beast-Skewer Killbow. So you can have some D6 rolling charts for character traits and chosen prey. Then got our how to build. And then our how to paint. So I'm looking at this and I'm actually thinking that I shall keep it in 3 sub-assemblies. I shall have the Grot here, or the Uruk here, taking a bolt out of the sheath as one assembly. The Uruk and the or the 2 Uruks there, and the crossbow itself as another assembly, and then obviously the base. So there we are. Right, we're then going into basics for rules, and this is bravery. So it talks about battle shock, the war scrolls. So obviously it's talking about bravery now on the war scrolls, whereas before it hadn't had that. Battle shock tests and tests of courage, deployment, useful rules. And this is your playthrough, number 11. So yeah, all the different bits and pieces. And then we have the chariot for the Storm Strike chariot for next issue, and some paints coming up in 12. So give me a sec. So let's just take out the cradle set, bring you down, you can have a look. So this is the picture on one side, and then we have some iron thanes on the other, and that's the picture on the other side. Right, let's put you back. And we'll bring you down so you can have a look at the plastic. Just put that to the side now. Okay, so we get a large oval base here, and the sculpt date for this is 2021, so it's only a couple of years old. You get a great base for it, which pegs in. It's not going to obviously peg in at the moment because it's on the sprue, but yeah, I mean that pretty much takes up everything, and then all the other stuff slots into it once you've built it. But it looks really nice. I'm loving this, the whole siege bow makeup. There's lots of spikes on this, so that's I think that could be a big issue with regards to making sure we get all the mould lines. There's a little trolley for the sheath of arrows here. We've got the arms, so these two, there's one there, which appear to be the arms for the crossbow itself, and we have potentially some more drawstring here which might go on the underneath, possibly. Yeah, looks like that goes underneath because we've got some pegs here, and these have some peg holes, and we've got some pegs on the drawstrings. The grots, etc., that are with this, so we get one like full-size Uruk and 3 little grots, I think. It's got 1, 2, 3. Maybe 2 grots. I can't remember. Let's have a look at the, what's it? You get 3 grots and 1 sort of like full-size crawl boy Uruk thing. So this is your crawl boy here. There's a grot operating the firing mechanism, and then you'll have 2 grots with the sheath. The sheath's got like a little trolley, so it's part of it there, and then there's the other wheel. Okay, and then the sheath literally sits on top of that. And this is in a few parts as well, but it looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah, so let's get this built. Come back and I'll hopefully have it all clipped out, ready to put together. Let's build. So first thing I'm going to do is just clip the base together, and then I'm just going to pop some glue on to make sure it stays on. So this is the first part. Nice and easy. So this is actually going to be your first sub-assembly. Right, next we're actually going to start building the crossbow. So we have this part here, and we need to pop in the spool for the rope. That goes in just there, like so. It is keyed, so it will only go one way, so hopefully you shouldn't get that wrong. And then we have the other half of the crossbow, and this locates into 2 pinholes there and some other places. So I'm going to pop this in first. Like so. And then I'm just going to pop in some glue where it makes contact at the front, like so. And that's enough. Now, here's the fun bit. Because this is a, basically it's going to be a big bow like this on the front, or like that I should say, so we'll go that way around. What we need to do is put in the extra strings and the extra bits and pieces, and there are 2 legs as well. So whilst we've still got it orientated this way, we are going to put string number 6 in here. Like so. And then string number 5 in there. So that should go in there and without any issues, but it seems a little bit too long. I'm just going to trim a little bit off the pin. And then we have our 2 legs. And these sit on like so. And the other one, now I'm not going to glue these into place straight away, because I need to just check and see like so. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to shave a little bit off these pins at the bottom, just so they're going to be easier to push in to the base. And then what we're going to do is pop on our crossbow, and each one of these pegs marries up with a hole in the crossbow proper. So once you've married them all up, push it on. Like so. And then I'm just going to dab in a little bit of glue on all of those. We are then going to start building up our Uruk. So we need the back, and then we need the back of him. And his arm. So we're gonna, there's a kind of like a bit of armour that goes on his back. And I'm just gonna glue that and then push this arm into position. Like so. I'm just going to use the back of the blade to push that in properly. Then his torso front is going to go on. I've got a sneaking suspicion that's jumped out. So and that's better. Much better. And then we've just got some seams down each leg that needs some glue. Like so. And then his head, which has the big spiky bit thing on it. So leave him to set for just a second. We then have our grot with the handle, which looks like a big axe. And he has this body piece that needs to go on. Like so. And match his wrist up as well. Spot glue. Then these things all marry up on the base with this. And I'm going to use, I'm not going to glue it to the base just yet, but I'm using it as a template. So that goes in there, that goes in there. So I'm marrying everything up. Glue, glue, and then this grot is going to go on there as well. And again, I'm just going to fit his feet in, like so. And then I can marry that up. Just drop some glue in there. Right, so that's that bit done. I then just need to push this in through the front. So this will be the large crossbow bolt. So this gets pushed in through the front. And slots in. Oh, I need the magnifier. So it's there's a groove that it needs to slot into, and they don't make it easy. That's it. We're in. Right. Bit of glue. So that's that bit. Now, our next bit is to make the little bit that's holding the arrow sheath and the one pulling out one of the bolts. So we've got two bits that go in together like that. Then we have these front torso. So slot that into position like thus. Add some glue. So that's your first part. And then you've got this guy's head goes on. Like so. What we're then going to do is add in this part, which kind of goes in a little bit underneath and clips into position or pushes into position around a pinhole. So a bit of glue there, bit of glue there. Just make sure that they're pushed up. Now we then have the main part of the sheath, which goes together. Push this part in like thus. Then the next wheel goes on, making sure that the pin faces downwards like so. So that's that bit. We then have this poor little downtrodden grot. And let's just work this out. So that bit goes in there. Like so. And then that bit pushes in from ways. Right, so let's have a bit of glue. Push that all together because he's kind of squatting. Then this guy, bit of glue underneath there. He then goes into position like thus. Make sure he's facing the front. And then this goes on, and there's a pin, so it will only align one way, like so, and then get that aligned properly, thank you. Get that aligned properly, thank you. And then, now that this has had a chance to set, I'll take these guys out of here. Right, you didn't miss much. All I did was just swap over these parts to allow them to set and dry. Basically, I ran out of videotape, so I do apologise. So I'm not going to glue these into position, but they do peg in quite nicely. And the reason why I'm not gluing them into position is quite simply because I want to be able to take them out at a later point to paint them, or rather my partner will want to take them out at a later point so that she can paint them, because these are hers. And we have our sheath going into position here, like so. And that's it. That's the crossbow, killer crossbow. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. But there you go. It's not for my army. I shall be playing against this, but it does look the business. Anyway, hopefully you join me in the next video. All right, take care. Bye bye.